What's going on, guys? My name's Connor from M Creek Renovations, and my wife and I have spent the past 2 years trying to fix our house. I've used a lot of tools along the way, but I just want to create a quick guide of what tools to start with and build a nice foundation of what tools you need and what tools you can do without. And this is for the people that literally are starting from nothing, that want to get started with DIY projects, house renovation projects, honey-do lists, and make sure you stay to the end of the video where I add in extra tools that have helped me along the way that didn't make it into the list. So some of the tools are actually out in the garage, so let's go out and grab them. All right, so the first tool that we're gonna get into is you gotta have some type of drill. I actually went with a Milwaukee drill and impact driver combo set. It included a drill, impact driver, 2 batteries, a battery charger, and a bag, which I thought was a great deal. I think I got it under $200. I'm gonna put a nice little counter in this top corner to kind of see where we're at with our budget-wise to stay between that $300 to $500 range. All right, so next is a circular saw. I absolutely love this thing. This will replace a chop saw. For any cuts that you have, you can use this with a square and make perfect cuts every time on 2x4s, 2x6s, wood planks, beams. This does the job great. Now that's all run you around $175 to $200. You don't need to spend that much money. I bought it for this video right here. I actually removed a bunch of hardwood flooring with me and my brother-in-law's. So if you have a minute, go check that out after this video. If you're just starting out and don't need the serious saw, you can get saws from $75 to about $150. The next set of tools is actually in my truck right now, so let's go over there and grab them. All right, so next on the list is a mechanics tool set from Dewalt. Got it from Amazon for around $100. It's a 172-piece set. This has ratchets, sockets, wrenches, screwdrivers, screwdriver attachments. It's got everything, and it's definitely perfect for any job that you have to do, whether it be changing the oil, anything that you need with nuts and bolts to tighten it down. But again, for $100, you can't beat it. So this is definitely on the list to have. All right, so I'm gonna rapid fire these next tools that are coming up. First, let's start with a tape measure. I love the Stanley Fat Max. Again, has great on the actual tape itself. Numbers are big, the 16th markers are big. Just a great tape in general. I think it's around 20 or 30 bucks. Next is you're gonna need a square. Combine this with a circular saw. If you don't have a miter saw, this is a great alternative to make cuts on 2x4s, 2x6s. Also help you with any type of framing that you may have. Make sure everything's just square. And last up is a level. This is a 3-foot level. That's what I recommend. The bigger the better, because then you get the overall, if you're putting up walls or a door, you can kind of see the whole picture when you use the actual level. I always use that 3-foot level for pretty much everything. All right, now that we went over all the basic tools, I'm gonna show you what we need to put it in. Again, this isn't necessary, but it's always nice to have. It's inside, so let's go grab it. And here is my tool bag. This is an 18-inch amp tool bag. Pretty much catches all the miscellaneous tools, screwdrivers, electrical bag, zip ties, pliers, clamps, anything like that. This thing's awesome. I'll leave a link down for it in the description. I think the price has gone up, but it's like 60 bucks. Again, this isn't something necessary that you have to have, but it's a great way to organize all your tools. So that's all we got. If you followed it closely, we're right at probably the $500 mark, $550, give or take, including that tool bag that probably sent it over the edge. But here's some quick recommendations that didn't make it on the list that I don't think is necessary, but when you get them, oh man, they make the job so much easier. This is a Huepar Lazer level. This thing's awesome. Once it gets level, it stays lined up, and once it gets out of level, it'll start blinking. Overall, I think this was $120. Not necessary, but a great tool to have. Next is a nail gun. I use a nail gun all the time, especially with framing this house on walls, bulkheads. It's not necessary because you can use screws, or you could use a hammer if you really wanted to, a hammer and nail, but it just saves so much time. And that's all we got for today. Again, if you appreciate this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. If I missed anything, just write down in the description what's your thoughts on my list, what's not, what would you add, what would you take away. But stay tuned for the next one.